Hey, good morning to you. Aloha from Pacific Impact Zone here in downtown Honolulu. We're talking Honolulu Tech Week, advanced manufacturing, defense innovation, how that could really shape Hawaii's future. We've got a lot to show you coming up in just a couple of minutes right here on Hawaii News Now. Let's check in with Guy Hoggy, your first alert forecast. Guy?
Today, some of the brightest minds in defense and technology are in downtown Honolulu.
They're coming together for Honolulu Tech Week at Pacific Impact Zone. Casey Lynn live there to tell us all about it. Casey?
Yeah, good morning. We've got a lot to talk about. We've got a robotics team here that we're going to have on. We've got drones, we've got 3D printers, we've got all kinds of things. But when we talk about Honolulu Tech Week and what this means, bringing all these minds here to share their knowledge with folks locally, inspire that next generation of innovators when it comes to defense technology, advanced manufacturing, what that means for our economy, too. Those are the conversations that are going to be had here. There's a panel, live demonstrations, a lot of cool stuff. We're at Pacific Impact Zone. Kevin Miyashiro is with me, CEO. Thank you for getting up early. I know that you guys have got a long week. A lot of planning has gone into this week, so I'm grateful for you being here early this morning to show us around. Talk to me a little bit about first Pacific Impact Zone, what you folks have created here, this hub.
So we're basically a for small business, by small business team. What we do is we break down all these barriers that stand between defense technology companies and trying to actually sell their products into the Department of Defense. So the DoD, it's a giant customer. People love to sell into DoD, which is great. But there's a lot of barriers. There are a lot of unique things that are only within the defense marketplace. And so for first-time entrepreneurs, it's hard enough as it is. And so trying to sell into DoD makes it even harder. So we support not only local companies, but companies all across the country.
Yeah, and talk to me a little bit about Advanced Kentucky. When we talk about 3D printers, the implications that some of this stuff can have on prosthetics, engines, and the supply chain here in Hawaii.
So Dr. McGuffin is going to be one of our panelists later today. And so what she's talking about is how they are implementing training all the way down at the high school level up to the college level, because this is what it really matters. When we talk about advanced manufacturing, what we often say is advanced manufacturing is more than just traditional manufacturing made more advanced. It's an entire skill set. You can see a lot of these things here. We talk about generative design, we talk about artificial intelligence. So there's a lot of education that goes into this. There's a lot of specialized training to operate the machines like we just saw with orbital composites. So what does that translate into? Higher wages, right? So a big deal. That's why we're so excited to bring these technologies here and to talk about what this means for Hawaii, like right now.
Yeah, and when you see, I've done enough stories at high schools and stuff where they have the 3D printers. They bring those technologies and get those in front of kids to get them thinking about stuff like that, which stuff we didn't really have when we were going through school. So it's cool to see that light bulb clicking. Matter of fact, we have some robotics kids here later this morning. We're going to introduce people.
That's right. So you're going to get to see some of the kids that are actually learning about it right now and actually applying that to figure out how fast can they enter the workforce right now. I do want to point out, though, a lot of people think about 3D printing as advanced manufacturing. But if you look around this room, it's a lot more than that. You're going to hear about a house made out of foam out in Waimanalo. So think about this. Termites don't like to eat foam. There's no metal, and so it doesn't rust. So what can that do for housing right here in the islands, right? So you've got stuff like this. You've got medical prosthetics that can heal in the body faster, that are also 3D printed. You've got these things. This is biomanufacturing. So this actually is provided to us by our Air Force Research Lab government partner. You've got squid material that actually can make textiles. You've got plants that can make earphones. You've got dandelions that actually came into making rubber. And you've got this stuff that they call biocement. Yeah.
So it's some interesting stuff. Out of time, Kevin, but we've got a lot to talk about. We're going to be all morning. I appreciate you being with us.
Thank you so much, Casey.
Send them to the website we have at HawaiiNewsNow.com if you want to get in touch with some of the awesome stuff that's happening here at Pacific Impact Zone. Let's check in with Jolani Martinez. She's got your first alert traffic.